This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Well, as if we needed any more evidence that Donald Trump and his band of billionaires were going to wage an outright war on the poor and underprivileged in this country, the Trump budget was recently unveiled and the numbers are very telling. Look, we already know that Donald Trump doesn't care at all about the regular Americans who didn't vote for him. Well, apparently, Donald Trump doesn't even care about the ones who did. He is overtly demonstrating his philosophy that only the rich and the quality of their lives matter. Let's break down some of the greatest hits from this infamous Trump budget. First, let's talk about the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or more commonly known as food stamps. It helps more than 40 million low-income people afford food, including millions and millions of children. Donald Trump wants to hurt those tens of millions of Americans by cutting food stamps by almost $200 billion. Next, the Children's Health Insurance Program, or CHIP, provides roughly 6 million low-income children with critical health insurance. Donald Trump is announcing with his budget that he has little concern for the health and well-being of the children of the poor and has proposed about a $3.5 billion cut to this program. Next, the Earned Income Tax Credit. This is a wildly popular tax credit which gives low-income working people a significant tax break. And since Donald Trump only cares about protecting the tax breaks for super rich people, he wants to smash this tax credit to the tune of $23 billion. Next, the Supplemental Security Income, or SSI program, pays monthly benefits to about 8 million elderly or disabled low-income people. This vital program and the Americans it serves will suffer under the crushing $21 billion cut Donald Trump plans to impose on them. And the last program I want to talk about, and trust me, there are many, many more that are being cut, but the last one I'm going to mention is Medicaid, which gives crucial help to about 77 million low-income people who can't afford medical care. This almost $1 trillion cut, not billion, trillion, is one of the worst. For one thing, it proves Donald Trump to be a liar because he promised many times during the campaign that no cuts would be imposed on Medicaid. But more importantly, this is almost 100 million people who will be hurt by this. Their very lives threatened if the health care that they rely on is stripped away. These egregious slashes to important programs hurt poor Americans, and the damage is compounded on tens of millions of our friends and neighbors because oftentimes, when you're poor, you rely on more than just one of these programs at a time. This isn't over yet, though. This still has to pass through Congress. They still have an opportunity to do the right thing here. Rewrite this budget. The burden shouldn't fall on the poorest among us while Donald Trump and his billionaire buddies celebrate the massive tax cuts that are coming their way. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out my channel and this video. If you like what I do here and you appreciate it, go ahead and click subscribe. And if you really like it and appreciate what I do and you'd like to join my Patreon family, there's another link there for that. It's not just for the podcast. It's also for YouTube. Thanks a lot.